We're almost done with this section. Now I want to come back to something I mentioned earlier. In the transaction item widget, in the transaction item Dart file, we have this strange key thing and this strange syntax here after our constructor. What's this all about? Before I dive into this strange after constructor syntax, let's understand what keys are. Every widget in Flutter can have a key. Now, thus far, all the widgets we created manually don't accept a key argument here as in their constructor. And the reason for this is that most of your widgets don't need a key, especially stateless widgets, so you don't have to accept this argument. But there are certain scenarios where a key is a must-have, and I want to show you an example. Our transaction items here actually do accept a key, but for now we're not using it, and I will show you how to use it in a second. So our transaction items here render these cards, and these are the cards we're using here with our list view builder. Now let's say our transaction item would not be a stateless widget, but a stateful widget. So I'll convert it to a stateful widget with the help of the refactoring tool here. And then here in the transaction item state, I'll use initState to set some dynamic data for this widget which is created, so for every list item separately, when this list item is added. Let's say we want to change the background color of our circle avatar, and every new list item should get a random color there. For that, here in initState, I'll create a new const available colors, const and not final, because I'll really assign some values which will not change at runtime. And their choices are colors red, colors black, and maybe colors blue. So these are the free, and maybe colors purple. These are the free colors I want to use as a background for the circle avatar. The 4 colors I want to use as a background for my circle avatar. Now in this state here, I'll of course add a new property of type color, which is the chosen BG background color. And I want to assign this here in initState. So here I'll set BG color equal to available colors. And now I want to select a random, whoops, that should be available. And now I want to select a random element there. So not hard code 0 or 1, but calculate a random index number. For that, we can use a package provided by Flutter. We can just add random here, and then add an import here at the top, not Flutter, Dart, excuse me, the Dart math package. So you add this at the very top, because as I mentioned earlier, the convention is to first have your Dart imports, then your third-party package imports, and then your custom file imports. So we add Dart math, and that gives us a random class which we can instantiate. And on that random object we then have, we can call nextInt to generate a new integer number, and we enter the max number we want to generate. And it always starts at 0. So here the maximum is 4, and the maximum is excluded. So it will generate a number which is either 0, 1, 2, or 3. And that is then what we use as an integer to get a random color. So now every list item receives its new random color. Side note, you don't wrap background color here in initState into setState, because initState is called before build is executed. So build will take into account any changes you made here, and therefore you shouldn't call setState in here, but just update any properties just like this, because build runs after that anyways. So here I'm setting my background color, and now every transaction receives a new background color. So now with the background color stored, we need to assign this in the circle avatar. There we can set background color to BG color, and now it will use our randomly generated background color. So let's save this and go back, and let's add a couple of transactions now, like test 11, which happened today, let's say. Okay, I generated a purple background color. Test 2 with this amount here, happened maybe yesterday, and I have a blue one. And now watch what happens when I delete the purple item. So I'm deleting test with $11 and a purple background. So once I'm done deleting this, what we should see is test 2 with $22 and the blue background, right? The purple background should be gone because I'm deleting the whole element. If I click the trash bin here though, you see test 2 is kept and the value is correct, but the background color is still the old one. It's still the purple one, but test 2 had a blue background. So the one with the purple background should have been deleted, and the one with the blue background should be the only remaining element. Now the data is correct. Test 1 was deleted with an amount of $11, but somehow we took the wrong list element. We took the wrong background color. So what's happening here?